Hello, viewer. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us once again on Real Talk Show, hosted by yours truly. So, today we are joined by Mukose Andrew from Uganda, and he's going to showcase his award winning initiative that has transformed the lives of blind women in Uganda. So, over to you, Mukose Andrew. Yes.
My name is Mukose Andrew from Uganda, the founder and CEO of Gifted Hands Network. I'm privileged and honored to speak to you on this platform. And I'm the founder of Gifted Hands Network, which I started in 2015. This is a social enterprise which aims at reducing breast cancer deaths and increasing the employability of the visually impaired people. All these are the blind people. So far, we've been in existence for the past 4 years. We're going to make five years. And basically, what we deal in is conducting early breast cancer detections, awareness raising, educating people across Uganda about the causes and the preventive measures of breast cancer, and more so encouraging them to attend to early breast cancer detection, because once early breast cancer is detected, it can be cured by the local treatment methods we have in Africa, especially in Uganda, like chemotherapy. First of all, Mukose Andrew grew up from a single-parented family of a mother who was a lecturer at one of the universities in Uganda. Unfortunately, on her way back home, she got a car accident and is later lost sight. So her contract as a lecturer was terminated with the reasons that she could no longer execute the duties of lecturing. So unfortunate, this is a single mother who was taking care of 7 kids. Unfortunately, her contract being terminated, we went through a lot of chaos and suffering. And the worst of it is my young sister in the name of Viola, who indeed lost life because she was admitted at Mulago Hospital when she was suffering from cerebral malaria. Unfortunately, the family could not manage the medical bills, and so she lost life. So this chaos and suffering was my motivation to break the stereotype that the community has towards blind people, because it's not only my mother, but over 2.3 million blind people in Uganda go through the same challenges, where they are looked at as non-productive people, they are looked at as misfits in the society, and they are looked at as people, and it's quite unfortunate that some parents don't want to be identified with people with disability, also with blindness. Good enough, I got government sponsorship, and this is where I did, that is medical and community-based rehabilitation. This is where I realized the blind people have the genius and heightened sense of touch that once medically trained, they can conduct the early breast cancer detection using their heightened
All right.
genius and well-trained sense of touch. Over 2.3 million blind people in Uganda going through the same situations, even worse than my mother, whereby they are looked at as misfits in the society. They are looked at as caste people, as non-productive people, and so they are discriminated and isolated in the community. So the 2.3% are not anywhere in the socio-economic development of Uganda. That's why in Uganda we are having over 99.5% blind people being unemployed. So all this was my greatest motivation to see that I can support the blind people, because it was not all up. It was not only about my mother, but I was looking at the 2.3 million blind people going through the same situations like my mother went through. And then the 99.5% are unemployed. They are just looked at as beggars, as non-productive people. as misfits in the society and as caste people, to the extent that some parents end up locking up their disabled people, blind children in houses because they don't want to be identified with them by having like blind people. Good enough. I did a bachelor's degree in medical and community rehabilitation. So this is where I realized that the blind have that genius and heightened sense of touch that can support them to do early breast cancer detection. Yes, hello.
Hello, there is no light on your end. Oh, yeah. You,
But then
continue.
I've just got out.
Okay,
You can get
nice.
me right now?
Yes, yes, yes. Go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
So, yeah, so that was my motivation to break the stereotype that the community has towards the blind people.
Uh-huh.
And that's why I'm more operating with the visually impaired people, because I believe they have the genius and heightened sense of touch. But once we can support them in a variety of skills, they can really earn a living by themselves. For instance, we're having blind people who are more talented in music. We're having those who are so talented more. If they are being trained, they can do catering. Despite the fact that they're blind, they have that heightened and genius sense of touch that can support them to do a lot of skills. That's why we believe in gifted hands network because people with disability can be leveraged as a real talent, and disability is not inability. We just need to really empower them, train them in a variety of skills, like the way we do, to medically train them that they can really conduct the early breast cancer detection to earn a living, where they can use their disability as an opportunity to create employment for themselves as they are saving lives of other women from breast cancer, and also increase on their social standing in the society. And remember, once early breast cancer is detected, it can easily be cured by chemotherapy, which is really available even in Uganda and across Africa. So we more believe in early breast cancer detection, and because we believe once early detected, in Uganda we're having one challenge. I did research, and the research shows that uh, over 50,000 women in Uganda having breast cancer, and 4,500 are dying annually because they can't access medication. Guess what? The few people in the urban areas like Kampala, they always attend hospitals in advanced cancer stages, and hence referred to overseas countries like India, America, but then they can't afford the transport and treatment costs for treatment, and hence left suffering and dying. And there is unknown number of people who are dying of breast cancer, but it cannot be. Actually, it's very hard to identify such people because like they lack. They don't have that chance for the early breast cancer detections. More so in the villages, because in our campaigns we have been doing like the breast cancer propaganda campaign. We have identified that some women have a myth in the communities. They believe breast cancer cannot be cured, but for us we always tell them, do you know what? Once you attend to early breast cancer detection, you can easily cure breast cancer. the, the bad thing is that people always attend to hospitals in the advanced cancer stages. That is the problem.
Ah, all right.
Yes, very.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I have another question for you. How have you engaged stakeholders so that they can buy in into your innovative idea? Have you engaged the Ministry of Health? Have you engaged development partners? Kindly elaborate more.
Basically, as an organization, we've gone ahead to create partnerships with a variety of stakeholders and entities, like the way you talk about the Ministry of Health. We're working with the Ministry of Health, for instance, in the Breast Cancer Free Uganda campaign, where we move across the country, educating people, raising awareness, sensitizing them about breast cancer, and effectively educating them about the preventive measures of breast cancer, and encouraging them to attend to early breast cancer detection. and even more so doing the early breast cancer screening on ground. So we have the Ministry of Health. We're dealing with partners like in the disability fraternity, like Uganda National Association of the Blind. We're having NODIPO, National Union of Disabled People. We're having hospitals. We don't take them as our competitors, but then we take them as our like more of people we have to bring. We take them as partners because we believe there's some uniqueness which we can add in whatever they are doing and what we're doing to really create a great impact on ground. We also are working with a number of agencies in the government, which also help us in a variety of issues. Also, like in the dinner in the dark events, we work with a number of embassies in Uganda, more so to support the blind people in a number of fields and activities they are operating, because they are not only focusing on breast cancer detection, but also we're focusing on a number of skills where these blind people are passionate about doing. Like I told you at first, that some people are passionate about music, others are passionate about catering, others are passionate about art and crafts, and a number of issues and income generating activities they can engage in. So we're having a lot of stakeholders. If I'm to mention, I think we can take the whole day, but we're having a lot of them, national and international.
Ah, okay. So, Andrew, kindly share with us, have you won any awards because of your initiative? If so, kindly share with us the awards that you have won and whether you have even traveled because of that. Thank you.
Yeah, like I said, I founded this organization together with my team in 2015, and by 2016 we managed to start scooping a lot of awards because of the innovation and the innovativeness in whatever we've been doing and whatever we are doing. Basically, we've won a variety of awards, accolades, fellowships, and recognitions. I will mention but a few. I will start with the Start Cup Award in Uganda. We won the Young Achievers Award in Uganda, that is 2018. Won the Obama Fellowship, that is 2018. And then we won the Ideas for Action Global Competition by World Bank, that was in Washington, D.C., USA. Um, then we won the Social Innovation Leadership Award, and this was more. We got it from Tanzania, but was for East Africa, and personally, I won that award as a leader for social innovation in East Africa. Then we have won accolades like Startup Hub Africa. Yes. Then we have gone ahead of being recognized by a number of organizations because of the work we are doing, and we have traveled uh, across the world. We can mention some countries. I've traveled to USA several times. I've traveled to UK several times. I've traveled to South Africa several times. I've traveled to Nigeria several times. I've traveled to Morocco several times. Then also the neighboring countries like Kenya, Tanzania. Those ones I've been to Zambia. I've been to Austria, and then I've been to France. I've been to Germany. So those are some of the countries we managed to travel because of the innovation we've done here in Uganda to
Okay.
transform the lives of people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I noticed that you managed to also work closely with World Bank. Kindly elaborate
Yes.
on this.
Basically, I'm the World Bank Youth Fellow, and I'm the ambassador of Africa, which is under Africa. We're working with World Bank to see that we can enlarge and scale our innovation to a number of countries. And we came to work closely with the World Bank because we want the Ideas for Action global competition, which is annually organized by World Bank and the Wharton Business School, that is in Washington, D.C., USA. And so that's how we're working with it. And personally, I'm the country representative of Ideas for Action, which is the World Bank here in Uganda and Africa at large.
Okay. So I would like to, what is your message to youth out there who are looking for opportunities? And maybe because of the circumstances around them, they don't have any hope. What message do you have for them, especially the African youth?
The message I can send to the African youth in our platform is that we need to think big and not think small. We need to think outside the box, and we need to be more innovative, not just looking at only small things because you want that early money, that easy money you can easily get. But then think beyond and go out of your comfort zone. Do a comfort zone challenge because this will enable you to enlarge on your way of thinking.
Right. So I want to say thank you to Andrew for gracing this set, and thank you for sharing with the African youth about your project and what you do. So as Real Talk Show, we wish you all the best in your endeavors.